All right, hi everyone. Good morning. We're going to go down here at pattern-collections.com and find today's pattern at Pattern Focus. And why do I tell you every single time where to find this? Because I found that at the beginning when I was first doing this, I didn't say where I was, and I just started with the pattern, and people were going, well, how do I find that pattern? So I'm always starting with how to get there. Circle diamond is going to be a little it's not going to be hard, but it's going to be a little complex. And so I may label it as an advanced pattern, but it's a really great pattern for those who want to learn, practice on coloring a gem. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? And you can embellish all around the edges however you want. So the first thing we're going to start with is a big circle. Great big circle. And then inside that circle we're going to put a square, and then inside that square we're going to put another square going the other way. Then coming out from there, on each point of the squares, we're going to draw a line out to the circle. And then in between there, we're going to put V's. But we're going to put the V, it's going to come from the corner of the square to the middle over here and like that. So we end up with all these little facets or triangles. And that's it. And then you can embellish around the outside however you want. For me personally, I think it will be easier to draw these squares first, draw this middle part first, and then kind of center it in my circle. And I am going to use a tool for my circle because I want a nice big one of these. I'm just going to put one big one right in the middle. So what I'm going to do, turn on my light, is I am going to very carefully, actually, you know, I think I'm going to find the middle of my paper. I find the middle of my paper by just drawing an X across my square, because I know it's a square, so if I draw the X, I'll hit the middle of my paper. And then approximately the same amount of space on each side of there. And about like that. Just kind of measuring about the length of here from my center outward is going to be about how big my squares are going to be. Okay, so these ones go this way. Like that. And then this one goes this way. Okay, now I've got my my squares in the middle kind of laid out. Then I'm going to put a nice circle right around that, and I am going to use my circle tool. Booyah! Stick this 0 in the middle and decide how far out around that I want to go. I want to go pretty far. I'm going to go to about there. And I'm going to draw a nice circle right around my squares that I've already drawn. Is that cheating? Maybe. I don't care. Now I'm going to take my pen and I'm just going to go over these lines just the square, not past it. Okay, and my circle. And as I'm drawing my circle, I'm gonna go from one, like, you know, it might be easier if I do these ones first. Yeah. My lines from my square to my circle, because this way I will have a stopping point along the road on my circle. I'll have a place I can stop. And turn. Where you won't really see where I stop and start. Does that make sense? Oops, forgot a line. I can't go that far. That was too far to try to travel with my hand. There we go. Okay, now I can erase all the pencil guidelines that I put on there. I ordered some new pens from Amazon, a brand I'd never heard of before, but they were like half the price of the Microns. So I'm going to give it a go. As soon as they come, I will do a little unboxing slash review of those pens and see what happens. And now we want to go from this to this over here, make a triangle. So I'm aiming for there. I'm going to make a little dot along here, kind of in the middle, because that's where I'm aiming. It helps me to kind of have a spot to aim for. I'm going from here to here, like that, from here to here. Now this isn't particularly difficult. Just takes a bit of thought. It's not a pattern that I would have like in my repertoire of things that I remember off the top of my head. But it's really cool. There we go. And now you can embellish around the outside however you want, or you can just leave it just like that. I think I'm going to do some sort of embellishment, maybe some kind of arching. I feel like it needs some contrast in line weight. Or something. I want to do something different than make it a gem like in the picture. I do love the gem in the picture. I want to do something else. I'm wondering if I should do this. If I do that, I'm going to try that. Okay, I'm going to do in here, in here. I'm going to go every other one. See what happens. A little crooked. Not that one, this one. Should be even all the way around. Should have an even number, so I go off that one. Empty, full. Empty, full. Empty, full. Empty, full. Empty, full. Empty. Okay, I like that. It needed that. And then it needs feel like I want to do the middle one dark, or sort of dark, at least a band. Just draw it first in the sea. I want to color that in. Wish I had a nice brush pen. All my brush pens died. I bought some more brush pens. They came in 3 colors, a black, a sepia, and I don't know what the other color was, a cool gray or something. But they're not, they turned out to be not waterproof. And since a lot of times I use my watercolor pencils or my Inktense to color my tiles, I decided I don't want to use those because they'll just smear. Okay, I like that. And I want do something I have not done before, and I don't know if it's going to be a good idea or a bad idea. Really don't know. Let me see. Let me try it on another piece of paper first before I decide that it's a good or a bad idea. I'm over here on the side. What I'm doing is I'm coloring in a little spot of dark on a scrap piece of paper. And I'm going to try this one. No, I don't like that. Let me get some more dark. Try some different pens. I know I like the white one, the Decories, the white, but I'm feeling like I don't want white. But I don't know if any of these other pens really are... Oh look, more blending stumps. Oh well, I've already ordered blending stumps. Ooh, I like the blue. I like the blue on the black. The yellow wasn't working. That's not working very well. The blue is working really well. Oh, I've never used this one. Still has the plastic blob on it. Ooh, the pink's working good too. Do I want blue or do I want pink? I think I want blue. Alright, blue it is. I like the blue. Okay. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do blue colored pencil. These ones. 3 colors of blue. Okay, I should be answering a question while I'm coloring because all you're watching is me coloring, which, you know, you could fast forward through this if you want. Can you share your fondest childhood memories? I can. Some of the things I really loved as a kid, we went camping a lot. At first I didn't like it. It wasn't really my thing. My mom said I complained a lot. Because, you know, you were getting dirty. Yuck. I was not a very outdoorsy kind of gal. At least I wasn't. I'm still not super outdoorsy, but yeah, I really wasn't an outdoorsy kind of gal. I would rather have stayed in and read a book or colored, you know. Doing things outside just wasn't my thing. But we ended up where we'd go camping, I would say at least once a month, maybe twice a month, with this group of people who were the most awesome people. They really were. It was a Jeep club. We had a Bronco, and we met these people when we were out driving in the middle of the desert, lost, and they took us under their wing, and we would do all sorts of things with them, and it was a whole lot of fun. We had a lot of pets when I was growing up. I had a cat. She was mine. That was Cece. She was mine. No, Kiki. Why did I say Cece? Cece was the cat we had here later. Kiki was my cat. She was black and white tuxedo, long hair. She had a beautiful little spot on her nose that I just loved. And I had her for the longest time. I don't know how long, but as long as I can remember. From, let's see, we moved into that house when I was in 4th grade, so somewhere along there. I don't even remember where she came from. But she was mine. She slept in my room, and she was my baby. And I don't remember I had her until she passed away. I was probably in high school. I want to say I was in high school when she passed away. Might have been junior high, but I think it was high school. And my sister had a duck and a dog, and you never know what kind of critter might have followed us home. But Mom, it followed me home was a often said refrain in our house. Mom didn't always let us keep whatever followed us home. We had a German Shepherd named Caesar. And then after he was gone, we had the other dog. His name was Hoss. That was my sister's dog. He was a English sheepdog. Boy, he had a lot of hair. He was a big boy. Super friendly. But if you weren't careful, he could knock you over. And he didn't mean to. He just was trying to be in your lap because he thought he was a lap dog even though he was ginormous. And my sister had a duck. Her name was Zubby. Hobbs, she called her Zubby. And that duck just was loved the neighborhood. She kept our yard free from a lot of bugs. And the neighbors would say, you want to bring your duck over? Eat some snails today? So that duck would roam the neighborhood. She never flew, so I don't know. I don't think my sister clipped her wings. I think she just didn't ever want to fly. And started laying eggs. She was one of those, back in the day, you used to be able to, and it was probably a really bad thing, which is why it was stopped. But you used to go to the pet store at Easter time, and they would sell baby ducks and chickens. Does anybody remember that? And it was a thing. And we would go to the pet store and we'd get a baby duck or a chicken. My mom only let us do that once. And Hobbs was it. And she was the best little duck. This is pretty. I like where this is going. I think I want just a little bit of this light blue here. I think I'm going to want the white. Give it some sparkle. Oops, that's not the white. It's a blending stump. There we go. I'm pretty happy with that. Actually, I want that whiter. I want to use my white pen. Where'd my white pen go? There we go. I like that. Like that a lot. Okay, I think we're done. I didn't do much with childhood memories, did I? Mostly talked about pets, but that's okay. Pets were a very important part of my life. I don't know how I would have gotten through my childhood if I didn't have my pets. So Circle Diamond is the name of this. There we go. I think she's done. That's pretty. Is she finished? She almost feels unfinished on this outside edge though. Like she needs something. What does she need? Does she want more blue? I think she does. You know what? Maybe I'll use that blue pen. The one I used in the middle. What do I do with it? Don't you just love it when she tells you you're not done? Be careful not to put my fingers in it, because it takes a minute to dry. Haha. That's what it needed. A little bit of blue on the outside. Alright, now I think I'm done. You guys have a great day. Go do something nice for someone today and help make the world a better place. I will see you tomorrow. I think tomorrow's going to have to be the last one for a little while because I can feel my foot starting to swell. I can only do 2, maybe 3. And then I have to be done for the day. This is becoming really old. But at least I can come up here and do 1 or 2. And I'm not completely stuck to my chair. But yeah, I think actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to wait. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to put my foot up for a little while, and I may be back today to do some more. I may not be back until tomorrow. I'm not sure. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.